In the bottom cupboard. Can you find her?
Well, there's Ida down. Oh, yeah.
Have you got it?
Can't shout. I've got cloth ears. Here. How's that?
Hey.
Peace and quiet, Doctor, sir. Here.
Is that all the bacon we've got?
That's all I could find, Len.
I'm not complaining, mind you.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
But that tea's cold.
Well, you should have supped it sooner, then.
That's no way to talk to an invalid.
No. Well, if you must know, I'm jiggered.
Are you? Why?
Why? 'Cause I've been up since 5:30, that's why.
Did you do the papers?
I did. And yesterday. Mavis reckoned cold air's not good for her chest. Not good for my legs either.
Where did it then?
What?
The paper!
It's downstairs. I'll get it for you in a minute. In the meantime, get stuck into bacon and eggs or else they'll be cold too.
Oh!
Hey, what? What's up?
Oh, it's me flipping arm. Every time I move it, it's agony.
Your arm?
Yeah.
Well, you were back yesterday.
Oh, look, just cut this bacon for me, will you, please? Look. Oh!
Hey, come on, give us that doctor's number. I can get him before he goes to surgery.
No, rest and quiet, that's all he said.
Hey, Len.
Aye.
I am sorry. Honest, for shoving you off that stool.
Forget
I
it.
didn't mean... I'll make a fresh pot of tea, eh?
Nothing, that, mate.
I've not really come in.
No.
No, it's just this for Mrs. Walker. She should have had it yesterday.
Oh, well, I'll see she gets it, then.
You know, she knows it's the magazine customers that get most upset, but she just doesn't seem a bit bothered. I mean, she's just not putting her mind to it. She's not at all. I mean, well, I know they've been friends for years, and, well, I know she must feel guilty, because you never know with an injury like that when it's going to turn to something worse.
You reckon?
Well, yeah, and I mean, I don't want to seem unreasonable, because the doctor did say rest, so he must rest. But, well, being Rita, of course, she pretends she's not bothered, but she is. It's obvious.
Oh, I see. You're having to cope on your own while Rita's with Len Fairclough.
Yes, and I've got this awful cough as well.
I thought I had problems. Phew.
Damn. Where do you keep salt?
Under the sink!
What?
Under the sink, and hurry up, I'm hungry!
I am hurrying. Do it out.
Well, then how's it going?
Look, let dogs eat rabbit, eh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I'd call in at dinner time, that's all.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Len tell you?
Look, there's not enough for 3 if that's the general idea.
Oh, no, I just thought I'd call in and cheer him up, that's all. He must be lonely all by himself, poor little soul.
All by himself? He's been like flaming Lenin's tomb all morning, folk filing past us, eat corpse.
You know, them potatoes don't look done to me.
Right, so mash 'em, maybe he won't notice.
What, in my best coat?
Your best coat, is it? That gravy.
You know, that's very bad for you, dumb thick like that. Have you got something burning?
Oh, flaming door and a custard. Oh, if there's one thing I can't stand, it's scraping burnt custard off the bottom of a pan.
Oh, it's just not your day, is it?
Have you said that to me?
Poor
Tommy!
soul, he must be hungry.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm taking this up to him. After all, you wouldn't want him to see you looking like that now, would you? Ta-ra. All right, love. I'm coming, don't you worry. I don't believe it.
I'm not kidding you, darling. Oh, every time it happens.
I've been looking for you in the office.
I'm not there, am I? Who's looking after the cabin?
Who's that?
She's come to cheer him up.
Oh, isn't he lucky having so many friends?
Dead lucky.
Yeah, I smell something burning. Have you been burning something?
Mavis, I trust this visit is for some other reason other than showing off your powers of deduction.
Yes, I thought you'd want to know straight away.
Don't tell me. Cabin's burned down. You've run out of black currant.
He's been on the phone again.
Who has?
That agent. He wants to know by tonight whether you're going to take that job in Torquay. He says it's still open, but he's got somebody else if you're not interested.
When did he ring?
Oh, about 10 minutes ago.
Month's work. The whole flaming month's work.
He wants to know by tonight. What are you going to do?
I don't know. Had a good mind to take it.
So what are you going to do?
Well, he wants to know by tonight.
That doesn't answer my question.
Len. not the best bookings I've ever been offered.
Oh, you keep telling me.
Look, why don't you just come right out with it and say I can't go?
Well, and get another backhander off you, no thanks. It's your decision. If you want to go to Torquay, you go to Torquay.
Yeah, and get me cards.
Who said anything about getting your cards?
I won't put it past you. Good chance to get me out at flat and all.
Oh, by the heck, you've got a vivid imagination, you have. If you want to go, you go.
Honest? Oh, Len. Oh, you can be lovely when you try.
Oh!
What's the matter?
It's nothing for you to worry about.
Is your head still aching?
Yeah, it comes and goes, you know. It's all these visitors, they don't help.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, just rest and quiet, that's all.
Len, I'm going to tell that agent. Scrub talking.
The door was open, so... Oh, still hard at it.
That's right.
Well, I'm just popping up.
Well, you know where it is.
Oh, yeah, love. Blindfold. You! Len! I'm on my way up. Are you decent? Hey, was that your own pastry or some of that frozen stuff?
My own, love. And my dab hand with pastry. Short crust, long crust, you name it. You weren't complaining, were you?
Oh, no, not so's you dear.
You know, I've not seen this side of him before. The martyred, dog-eared side. I'm not sure that I like it.
Well, you put him up there.
And I've been flaming suffering for it ever since.
Look, seriously, if you do want some time off, I'll come and sit in for it if you like. Say, maybe, a night sit-in,
Thanks. But as you quite rightly said, it was me that put him there, so reaching for him, fetching for him, carrying for him is all part of me penance, and I couldn't possibly ask you to do that, now could I?
Well, I have done it before, you know.
Which makes it my turn.
All right, I'll pop in and bring him some grapes later.
I'll peel them for him if I'm not too pushed.
Hey, is it right that you gave up all that work in Torquay just to look after him?
That's right. Now, how's that for devotion to duty?
I find that very touching.
Hey, get back into bed. Come on, in. I-N. Rest, the doctor said. Out.
I was just trying to straighten me back. I think I must have twisted my neck when I went on the floor after you'd hit me.
Forbidden subject, remember?
Hey, you couldn't give my neck a bit of a massage, could you, love?
Turn over.
Hey, you know what I'd do it, darling?
What?
A pint of Annie Walker's bitter.
No.
It would, you know.
No.
It gets to the parts that the other beers cannot reach.
Rest, the doctor said, and rest you're going to have if it kills me.
Ah, all right. All right, doesn't matter. I'll do without. It's all right.
Come on, why don't you come right out and say it?
What?
You want me to go for a pint for you?
Well,
1/2, that's your lot.
make it a pint. Downstairs, lovely, on the mantelpiece, you'll find a pewter tankard.
What about it?
Get it to fill it up, will you, darling? I mean, if I'm only going to have one, I might as well have it in style.
Anything else?
Yes, love.
What?
Don't slam the door on the way out.
You know, I quite fancy marketing myself. Think I'd be good at that.
What is marketing?
Well, it's sort of cutting things out.
Hey, you're never running all these classes at the centre, are you?
Some of them, maybe, if there is enough interest.
Oh, I can't even pronounce half of them. Entomology.
Entomology, I don't think that's quite your line, son, I bet. It's a study of insects.
I tell you what, Ken, you fix up an evening class to explain all about the evening classes and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's got to be something.
How's the invalid?
How come when anybody's laid up, it's never them that's doing all work looking after them that gets asked after?
Back to life, love.
Well, here's another. He wants that filling.
He must be feeling better.
Well, a few more days of skivying for him and I'll end up in bed in hospital. Hey, I hope you're getting all them papers out on time.
Yes, Rita.
And renewing all library books.
Yes, Rita.
And banking takings like I've showed you at the end of the day.
All done, Rita.
Well, there must be something you're forgetting.
Yes, there is actually. I've forgotten what it's like hearing your voice yammering on at me all day and every day. It might surprise you to know that I'm managing quite well in your absence, so if you're coming back here expecting to find the place crumbling, you're in for a disappointment.
Mavis, there is something you forgot. Your handbag.
I am looking, gentlemen, at the answer to our problem. Come with me a sec. How do?
Thought you two were working on site.
Oh, we're on strike. Well, we're thinking about it.
You are?
It's rather pleasant, actually. You should try it.
In case you forgot, Langton, when you were laid up with your gammy arm, Fairclough was out grafting. The least you can do is return the favour.
You reckon?
I do, and take Blue Eyes here with you.
Hey, hang on a minute. You've
Oh, it's
got
all right,
wrong
Sarah,
end.
it's all right. That's a very interesting comparison, that, Rita. Very interesting. The only difference is that my injury was genuine.
Meaning what?
Meaning that Len Fairclough is swinging the lead, my love. He's conning us. The only thing wrong with him is an hefty dose of idleness. He's as fit as you are, fitter.
Says who?
Only his doctor. He told me that Len Fairclough's been fit to work for 2 days.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, well, suit yourself. Only next time you're soothing his fevered brow, just ask him, will you? Look into his crafty eyes and ask him. And if you swallow what he says, you'll be an even bigger mug than you are now.
And what took you so long?
Do you know, I'm getting slow in my old age.
Yeah. Better late than never, though, I suppose. Oh. That won't even touch the sides, that, darling. It'll go down like liquid velvet. You could have given me flipping pneumonia, you could have done.
Now there's an idea.
Oh, get out. There was no harm done.
Oh, not to you, maybe. You were lying up here in clover while some folk were working their fingers at bone for you.
Get out. You were enjoying it.
I what?
You were having a ball.
Enjoyed it? Standing over your rotten stove, cooking greasy food and washing your smelly socks while you were up here laughing your head off all the time.
It was a joke, that's all.
A joke? Oh, I didn't
A
realise
flipping
that.
joke, yes.
A joke, like your head were a joke, and your dizzy spells, and your bad back, which I had to rub. You know I could swing for you.
I was ill, that was all.
Do you know what you are, Fairclough? You're a louse. Not special, just an ordinary common garden louse. And one day, somebody's going to step on you, and when they do, I'll have a laugh. Me. Until then, keep out of my road, because this is the last time you make a mug of me. Not the first, but by God, it's going to be the last time. That's all I need.
Hey, Elsie had nothing to do with it, you know.
Well, I hope not, for her sake.
I brought you some Oh, am I interrupting something?
I should save your grapes and your sympathy.
Eh?
Because you and I have been made mugs of by our mutual friend here. There's naught wrong with him, and there hasn't been for several days. It's a well-known fact down at Rover. The only ones that don't know are you and me.
Is this true?
No, he's asking him. Can't open his mouth without lies coming out.
I might have guessed it.
Aye, but you didn't, did you?
You've had her and I running around in flaming circles.
Had me running round in flaming circles.
Well, you rotten dog. I'm sorry, love. I know it's not funny, but when you think... Do you realise you lost her job in Torquay all through you?
Do you know? I'd forgotten that.
You never know. I might have saved you from a fate worse than death. I mean, it's a bit wild down there in Torquay, you know.
I suppose you think that's funny. Well, let's see how funny you think that is.
Hey, watch it! Now, was that flipping necessary?
What's the matter? Lost your sense of humour all of a sudden?
That's all my clothes down there in the street.
That's right. So you'd better go down and fetch them. And while you're down there, fetch somebody else up to wash for you, cook for you, and clean for you. Because as of now, I've had it.
Can't take a joke, can she?
Well, you were lucky I didn't smash that tankard on his head.
Rita.
Well...
Now, were this Duncan before or after you lobbed his wife fronts through the window?
Before. But the best is yet to come. Here we are. Remainder at housekeeping. What you having, girls? The usual?
Doubles?
But of course. You don't approve, do you?
Oh, did I say so?
You think I'm being childish, petulant and vindictive in that order, right?
Possibly.
I suppose you'd have given him one of your doleful looks and done nought.
I wouldn't have got myself in that situation in the first place.
But of course.
But if I had,
Yeah.
I'd have done exactly what you did.
What? Do you know for that I'd a good mind to say you can come in late tomorrow and I'll do papers?
Oh, can I?
No, but it would touch and go for a minute there. Girls, to Len Ferkler. God bless his little cotton wife fronts.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, I hope you have a good time at St Anne's.
I always do.
And that one.
Hey, you're lashing out a bit, aren't you? This little lot you've got's going to cost you 80 pence.
Well, it's my weakness, Rita. I'm not sure it doesn't actually amount to a vice. But you know, in all that time I was out of work, the thing I missed most was my newspapers and my magazines.
Oh, well, I've stopped reading them. They only upset me.
Ah, well, I'm a masochist.
Did Emily know that when she married you?
Yeah. By the way, you can put them all back on the order if you would, the ones I cancelled, you know.
Your wish is my command.
Morning. Ernest.
Yes.
Ernest, I don't want to worry you, but there's a bunch of young ladies hanging about on the corner of our street, and I think they're lying in wait for you.
Me?
Oh, words got round. Ernie Bishop's back in the money. Don't half bring the birds running.
I actually heard one of them say, whatever you do, be nice to him.
Jobs. They're all queuing up for jobs at the factory, that's what
Do you
it
know,
is.
it must be wonderful to have the power to make a girl's day.
Yeah, I mean, what does he look for, Ernest? Is it a shapely leg, or is your mind on higher things?
It's all very well you two making mock, but it is not easy, I assure you. And some people take it quite personally when you have to say no.
I don't know how you can do it. I don't know how you can do it. And there's
Absolutely.
one little redhead out there.
Oh.
Well, I shall just have to steel myself, won't I? Bye.
Cheerio, Ernest. My goodness, he's perked up, hasn't he, since he got this job?
Well, it's nice to see. Between you and me, you're getting on me wires. You've got a face like a sick cat, not to mention Emily. Now, what can I do you for?
Pencil sharpeners. The junior art group over at the centre is about to deteriorate into a splinter group if I don't get some pencil sharpeners.
Ah, well, now, I know we've got some.
Hello,
Hey,
Mavis.
listen, kid, pencil sharpeners. Any idea?
Oh, yes, I think so.
Well, now, I will leave you to her, 'cause she's wonderful with anything artistic.
Hello.
Can I have a paper, please?
Yep.
Hey, I hear you've had a very nice offer.
Oh, well, there's been so many, kid. I mean, which is it? Driving lessons from James Hunt or a trip round Mediterranean with Prince Charles in his little tub?
One I heard was singing in a club. Down Torquay, wasn't it? Said you were going for a month.
Ah, well, they said wrong.
Ah, I thought it were too good to be true.
Oh, it was true, all right. Offer with her. The only trouble was I turned it down.
You kidding? Why? Well, Rita felt that her first duty were to Mr. Fairclough, you see, again.
Ooh, if he hadn't been...
Shamming? Well, it wasn't shamming altogether, was he? I mean, it did have a very nasty fall.
Not nasty enough. If he hadn't been piling on the agony, I'd have jumped at that chance to go to Torquay.
Well, is it too late? Why don't you tell him you changed your mind? Cheerio.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Now lost, is there? Ta-ta. Bye. It would still mean you leaving Mr. Fairclough for a month, though.
All the more reason why I shall take their advice and check with the agent. Oi. And if that job is available and I do go, you'll be sorry. Well, that's news to us, Albert. I mean, we hear it all in here sooner or later, but you're the first with that little item.
Look, the sign's up there now on the house. For sale. There's no arguing with that, is there?
I wonder if Mrs. Caldwell knows about it.
Well, she must. I mean, she's still tenant, isn't she, whether she lives in it or not? Well, they can't sell it without her say so.
Well, what's she playing at then?
I thought you and her were pals.
Yes, we are. Well, when I say we are, I mean, well, I haven't seen much of her lately. Not since she went housekeeping to Handle Garside.
Ah, that'll be it.
What will?
Have you ever heard that expression, chercher la femme? It's French for find the lady.
Yes, I know what it means. I were over there at first lot. But what's it got to do with this?
Well, I think this'll be a case of chercher la fella. There'll be a chap involved somewhere.
Oh, like, woman, you're talking riddles.
Hey, I bet she's going to marry Handle Gartside.
Rubbish. Note at sort.
Hey, is it rubbish? A woman goes housekeeping for a fella and she starts cooking, cleaning and washing his smelly socks for him, and she begins to think, well, I should have a marriage licence for
I
this.
had an older cousin who went housekeeping once and she married her employer.
See? Now, if Mavis says it, you can't get beyond that.
Minnie Caldwell's got more sense than Mary Handle Garside.
Well, he's not a bad sort of a chap. Why shouldn't she if he's asked her?
Well, she won't. Never in this world.
Hey, you're jealous.
Jealous? Don't talk that.
Hey, weren't you and Mrs. Caldwell more or less engaged at one time? I'm sure somebody told me you were.
So, it's no use taking the off with us. You should have snapped her up while you'd chance.
Now it's too late.
It's a shame.
You don't know what you're talking about, the pair of you.
Tell you what, Ina Sharples will know something about this.
Yeah, she's gone to St Anne's today, but I bet when she gets back tonight she'll be able to clear the mystery up.
Look, Ina Sharples knows nought.
Morning. See? You've gone and shoved his nose out of joint.
I have?
Yay. Cabin. Speaking. Yeah, I thought they would have. Yeah, I know I should. Don't need you tell me that. That's the agent. Job's gone in Torquay, so you'll be glad to know that I'm not going.
I'm not glad to hear it, Rita. I'm sorry for your disappointment.
Kivo, you've been hot bricks all day. You've had a big sign on your face saying panic.
Oh, you've got a very vivid imagination, Rita. I could have coped quite nicely.
You'd have run out into the street screaming in first 10 minutes.
Look, Rita, I know you've had a disappointment, but you've no need to take it out on me. If you want to take it out on somebody, take it out on Mr. Fairclough.
Darlings.
You're taking a chance, aren't you, Fairclough, asking me to draw pints of ale within arm's length of the lady on your right?
Oh, stop staring it, love. That's all forgiven and forgotten as far as I'm concerned. What do you mean, darling?
I've got one.
I can see that, but I'm offering you another one.
Hey, I don't know where you learnt your nursing, Rita, but you've certainly had this lad working like a good un today, you know. And after him being so poorly, you know. Hey, you've certainly got the healing touch.
You're not funny, Langton, and neither is your mate. Especially your mate. He's not funny at all.
Ah, come on, Rita. Enough's enough.
Look, Fairclough, you just cost me a month's work in Torquay that I really fancied. So don't think you can come in here and make amends for the price of a drink, because it won't wash, right? Hey, I'm sorry, Ken. I just can't see it.
What?
You curling up in front of the fire with the shoot out at Hangman's flat? No, not the image I have of you. Or our Western's your secret vice.
Not mine, somebody's.
Oh.
Fat hat, glasses.
Ah, now, with my Auntie Florrie, it's thrillers, and the muckier the better.
I'll have to meet your Auntie Florrie. Bye. Bye. Hello.
Morning. Hey,
Hello, ladies.
what are you doing in here at this time? I thought you were working for a living.
I just slipped out when nobody was looking.
Hey, you learn a thing or two at that dole, don't you? It's like being in stir. You come out a new man.
Yeah. Boxes.
Pardon?
Do you sell them?
Boxes?
Yeah.
What sort of boxes?
Decorative ones, about that size. One's all I need.
What's it for?
To put something in.
What sort of thing?
Do you need to know?
Yes, because I'm a naturally nosy person. And when you get to my age and you're still not married, curiosity's all you got left to live for.
Rita, I am in a hurry. Do you or do you not sell little boxes?
No.
Well, what the heck have we been talking about then?
Because you were just going to tell me what it was you were going to put in.
I wasn't.
Was it something nice for Emily?
Good morning, Miss Littlewood.
Oh, I'm some folks' secretive natures. You've got a secretive nature, Mavis.
I don't know that I have, really.
Well, you never tell me anything nicer happens to you.
It's because nothing ever happens to me. I'm the sort of person that things don't happen to. I mean, I lead a very uneventful life. Oh, it's a terrible thing to say that, isn't it, when you come to think of it?
I suppose it is, really.
Oh, did you enjoy that, Mr. Tatlock?
Well, I can't remember. Seeing as how it's a year since I read it.
Oh, well, do you want to pick another one for yourself?
I will, when I've got my 5p back.
Your 5p back?
Well, that's what our Ken paid this morning, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it is.
Right, well, then I want my 5p back for you letting it go when I knew I'd already read it.
I don't see how I could possibly know that, Mr. Tatlock.
Because it was you who's marked it out for me. Look, I'll show you the mark. And I remember it so well because you made a right mess of it.
All right, Mavis, give the gentleman his money back. We don't want taking to the House of Lords. Anything else we can do for you, Albert?
Yeah, you're overcharging for your library books.
Overcharging at 5p a kick?
Yes, well, it's only 4p on Tennyson Street. And it's half price for pensioners.
Yes, but do they have such gems as shoot out at Hangman's flat on their shelves?
As a matter of fact, they do.
Oh.
And I'll tell you something for note. Their copy hasn't got the last 7 pages missing.
Let's have a look.
You'd only know that if you'd been reading it.
Oh, the old...
Yes, Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, mention it, he'll rock our another foot.
Hello, it's the beer shampoo queen.
Don't you ever go?
Can I get you a drink, love?
No, thank you, Sir Lawrence.
Oh, come on, let me buy you a drink to put you out your misery.
What misery?
You know you hate it, giving me the big freeze.
Oh, I do I?
Yep, and I'll tell you why, because you're a very lovely young lady, and I'm a lovely young fellow.
Oh.
In fact, I have been known to be called by some irresistible.
They want their eyes tested, not to mention their eggs.
So can I buy you a drink, then?
Can you think of one good reason why I should let you?
Inflation?
Ah, well then, in that case, I'll try not to let it choke me.
That's right. Give us a large vodka and tonic down here, will you, Fred?